Hey everybody, how's it? Aloha. Wow, last couple videos I've released have been really fun, really different. Started that new series that I call Why This Song Melts Your Face Off. Thank you again for all the great comments. When I released the Opeth video, of course I've never heard of them. And it wasn't until you guys left all the comments that you do, and that really is important to me because I might be presenting something really fun and cool with these reactions or my new little series, but I really enjoy learning from the fan base, the loyalty of the fan base and people that go pretty deep and stuff. So it really helps me out in my research. So speaking of which, I am now going to jump to a guitar player where I heard a lot about him. I did some of my own homework and I heard one of his most recent tracks. I don't know if I'm going to say his name right. You know how I am. I expect to be corrected. It's either Owane or Owane. I'm so sorry. And if you see this, I'm sorry. I don't mean to, do that to your name, but old guy, old composer, decomposer in so many ways. Anyhow, so we're going to listen to a song called Summer Jam. Actually, a friend of mine sent me this link. He goes, dude, you got to hear this one first before you get nuts. So we're going to do Summer Jam now, and once again, I always say this, if any advertisement runs on my videos, I don't monetize my channel. As a matter of fact, YouTube says I can't for some weird reason. If you like a little information on my headsets, these are AKG 240s. These are very well-known studio cans for many, many years, very durable. I'll have that link down here. I'll have a link for this song down there without me yabbering over it, and if I can find any CDs or DVDs or something, I'll have that below as well. All right, here we go. Owane Summer Jam. Let's do this thing. All right.
Hello?
Hey, bitch, what's up? Wake up and get your shit together. We got work to do.
Okay, I almost didn't want to stop that freight train of just beautiful movements. I don't know where to start on this. There's so many different things I could talk about, and if you're not familiar on how I do my things, if this is a first-time reaction, there's so much going on in this particular piece, it might be really difficult for me to hit things. If I miss something, I go back and hear it later. Check the comments. I'll usually pin a comment up there and kind of back a few things up that I'm saying here. I don't know where to start on this. Obviously, this is a music video. The opening of the video, that piano interlude or etude, was really super nice. I'm taking that's part of the song because I don't know this as an audio file per se. The opening of the song was this really super compressed, I'm sure on purpose, decision that the producer, or if he's all in one. I think I read somewhere that he tracks everything by himself, and he does kind of a lot like a Tim Henson, on a DAW and everything. And so engineering wise, the opening of that first, I think maybe it was like 4 bars of making an engineering decision to take everything, just make it really super cool lo-fi mono, and then he blows up into this, amazing, absolutely amazing arrangement. There's a lot going on for me to actually diagnose and sit there and figure out, what are the chord patterns going on here, but it's extremely progressive. Is there such a thing as jazz fusion prog rock? I don't know. I haven't heard anything quite super rocky metal in it, except for some of his leads. Speaking of the leads and the melodies that I'm hearing, there's obviously piano melody, and is it a violin? I don't know. I'm not going to say I know anything, but if he has the violin doing the melody, he plays on top of it, which is what a great combination. And then there's another section where he does the same thing with the pianos playing the melody. He plays on top of it. That strumming thing that he's doing there to set, it's kind of I want to say it's a rhythmical riff. It's very hooky. It really catches you off guard. It caught me off guard. I'm like going, how is he, that particular fan strumming he's doing. But then he pulls away from that. It keeps going in the arrangement, and then he does his solo over it. I'm sure you saw me completely contorting a little bit over his solo, because that's very, I don't even know what mode it could possibly be in, except whatever the mode he wants to be, because it just sounded unbelievable, very jazzy. So far what I'm hearing, this Owane, I hope I'm saying the name right, is without a doubt, all the people that I've been talking about, the Pliny, the Geebz extremely progressive guitar players, this guy is absolutely wonderful so far. So I had a hard time stopping because I wanted to listen. So I'm going to go back a little bit, and it doesn't look like there's too much of the song left, and I'm going to try to get through the whole thing and then recap it. But wow, this is just amazing example of creative yet abstract sonic tapestry, for the lack of better words, with one more thing, the drummer. Oh my God. These aren't just ghost notes that he's playing in between anything. He is actually playing, rhythmical riffs that are a little more impactful than just simple ghost notes there. I mean, he is just going off. I don't know. That is real drums. There's no two ways about that. So I don't know what the writing process is, or if he has other band members with it. But definitely those are real drums, and those are just absolutely sick. All right, here we go. A couple steps back. And I'll see if I can take it all the way through without stopping. Okay, I'm going to stop there, and I'll take it back to that whole section again. I just wanted to point out something about the engineering there. You guys know how I am about engineering, especially when it comes to the drums, and the importance of an ambient sound, or the decision that a producer engineer makes on how they're going to mix this. One thing I noticed just now is that there's actually a little bit of a reflection or a little ambience off on the kick. There's many reasons for that. It could be how they decide they want to fill up that space. A lot of times, I have mentioned before, the kick, you can mic that so many different ways and make it tight and punchy and with a blanket over or stuffing it in it, many different ways. But it sounds like they may have, excuse me, I wasn't there for the recording, so I don't know what the mic setup was. but perhaps they voted for, really moving up the ambient overhead or the ambient sound with the overhead mics to give it a very warm room sound, because you can hear when the kick is kicking, you can hear a little bit of that room or that early reflection kind of sound in the reverb and stuff. But now the drumming in that section, softer ghost notes compared to the opening section. That's why I was going to get nuts really quick. I was going, listen to that. Okay, I'm going to go back to the drumming here for a second, and then we'll just take this out. Wow, that was kind of a trippy end there. I wasn't really, I was trying not to watch the video. I was really trying to listen to the music. There was something that happened in that last section where it's just the piano with a little bit of synth effect in back there, kind of little arpeggiating movement going on there. And there was one point where an unexpected dissonance happened when in one of his chords, there was a half step dissonant up at the top. The last section where he was, I never really heard him cut loose necessarily in the solo. Everything was very well phrased the way he was playing. The last, I want to say, was it 8 bars? Maybe 16 bars. I'm sorry, I was so lost in it. I was able to sink my teeth into his chord changes and what he was playing there, because there was so much movement going on there that, maybe for the more common listener that's just a little more chilled, all that musical the key changes and everything he was doing there kind of keeps you moving forward, and like it's not necessarily super simple to settle in as a very mellow listener. There's no two ways about it. This guy is absolutely, I'm so blown away that he doesn't have a bazillion people following him. I don't know. He's got 26,000 subscribers. I'm going to put not only the video link down there, but the link for his website. I think without a doubt this is a musician that you definitely have to be looking into. Here's another perfect example of that generation of guitar players like the Tim Henson, Jakob Zaiteki, Pliny, Owane, I'm sorry, and many others of this age group that are just pushing the limits unbelievably. I don't know what else to say. Actually, this is not the kind of song that I could have a detailed reaction to, kind of like you know, a Rick Beato style thing, because you really have to listen to it and go through a few times. But I am so pumped that once again, in the comments, people were saying, hey, you got to check this out, you got to check this out. And finally I break down, I check it out when I get around to it, and this is another absolute diamond. And I wonder where they shoot the video too. I think it was Norway that he's from. Anyhow, to everybody, thank you so much for your comments. Thank you for all the support. This has been a crazy 6 weeks for me. And once again, headset link below, music below. And if you decide you want to buy me a cup of coffee, since my channel's not monetized, got a little Venmo coffee link down there. 50 cents refills my cup. All right. All right, guys, you take care of yourself, and I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to try to catch some sleep. Aloha. All right.